Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 4 of Sonic 4 episode 2. We're now in Sky Fortress Zone. The tornado takes off. Starts off with this cutscene of you in the tornado chasing Eggman in his Eggmobile. Now look how close Tails gets with Sonic to the rear of Eggman. Tails to coughing up in exhaust. Whoa, there's Sky Fortress. And there's Metal Sonic in a ship. Whoa, looks like we're gonna have to take care of him. So let's go. Whoa, dodge the big missiles! Which won't blow up on contact. Those will just obstruct you in the level. But here we go. We're now in a sort of sky chase zone. And chasing after a Sky Fortress. So yeah. Now this is basic. If you've played Sonic 2 or watched my Sonic 2 playthrough, you'll know how the tornado acts. You move wherever Sonic goes. If you look up, you'll go up. Where if you look down, you'll go down. But you also have this new attack, the spin attack. Basically, Tails will do this aileron roll, which is what it is. It's an aileron roll, and he'll drill through boxes. Although Tails does get dizzy, so that's your recharge time, is the fact that Tails gets dizzy each time you use it. So yeah, the tornado controls basically the same as it does in Sonic 2, only you have now this rolling combo, and whatever badnik runs into the plane will blow up. Now Metal Sonic has a couple of these attacks. He'll either launch those enemies at you, or he'll shoot energy bullets at you, or fire a cannonball at you. Now remember that cannonball. These ring trails, you're going to be wanting to follow these ring trails and use their spin attack at certain points. Now, does he use it? Oh, now he's going to send us those turtle badniks from Sonic 2 again. Which are just going to be oh so fun to avoid. Now, the thing, is he gonna... Oh yeah, go down, because I think there was a checkpoint on that platform there, but I think I missed it. Now, I don't know why we just have to drop altitude there. Now here's the energy pellets. You have to avoid these. Don't worry, if anything hits the tornado will rock, but it won't bring the tornado down. Oh, this a little harder to avoid, but not too hard. There's a checkpoint. Whoa, 4 at once. That wasn't fair, but luckily there were gaps to avoid them. Oh, now we're going into boost, now we're going into fast mode. Remember the trail of rings, follow them. Because now the missiles are going to hit fire at us. That one you want to go up to get the red ring. Be careful because you get caught by that missile, you're going to go to the edge of the screen and you will die. I mean, you think I'm sorry for rings? Look how many rings I have. I have over 300 rings. Do you think I need them all? Now I believe, yep, now coming up to the gimmick in this act. You now have to get off the tornado, to which point Tails will fly off. And now we're in this little platforming section, which can be quite hard. You now have to use these guys as platforms to get across this gap. Otherwise, you're going to fall into the bottomless pit, because we are high in the sky, remember? And so if you fall, that's going to be a bad time. But luckily, Tails will come back. No problemo. And then we're back on to the tornado. Now here's the cannonballs. Don't know why he's firing cannonballs at us, but you're gonna want to hit them back at him. Because now we're at the section, if you keep avoiding the cannonballs, the stage will eventually end, but it will take a while before that. If you want to end the stage quicker, you're gonna have to want to bounce these cannonballs back at Metal Sonic. Because I believe it would take a couple of more minutes before we crash in the sky, before we go into Sky Fortress Zone. But if you, and there goes all my rings, because I did not see that energy pellet that was coming my way. And I had to spin dash there because there was a cannonball coming my way. But even then, even though I couldn't get the special stage because I lost all my rings. In this act, you can't get a special stage because you don't pass the signpost. Yeah. So I think a couple more cannonballs should do it. Here's the cannonball, and I missed the cannonball. No, I'm nowhere near the cannonball that time. Where's the cannonball gonna be this time, Metal Sonic? Are you gonna fire it? Look at this stage right now. I've been on this stage for 5 minutes. It's easily the longest stage in the game. Here we go. Cannonball, and is that it? Yes! No, it's not. Not yet. I think a couple more cannonballs should do it. That did it! And that's that. That's Act 1 over and done with. So now, on to Act 2. We're now, which will basically be like Wing Fortress Zone. Which means I have 2 more chances to get the last Chaos Emerald. So which act do you think I get it in? Do I get it in this act or the next act? Infiltrating the Sky Fortress. I like these themes. I like the themes to this act and the next act. So, this is basically like Wing Fortress, so we're on the airship. There may occasionally be a bottomless pit. Hey, have a look at that. Remember the fan shortcut I took in Sonic 2? Well, look at that, they used it as a gimmick. To get higher up in the level. See, look at that, another dash pad. Oh great, it's the Clucks from Wing Fortress. I recognise those platforms. I know I recognise them from another platforming game, but I can't remember what platform game it was. Look at me! Look, I'm using the fans to get up higher. Oh, here's this stage's gimmick. You have to run along the wall. If you run to the edge of the grates that you're running on, you will fall off. And occasionally there's a bottomless pit, and I think there's a bottomless pit underneath each of them. So falling isn't to be recommended. Oh, we have to fly over this, even though there are fans under there. I think they should have put the sign here. I think that would have been better. But here we go. I think it's the last section. If you want the ring, you're gonna have to run off it. Oh no, that was the second last one. This is the last one. We're coming up to the third one. The third one has the red ring in it, and that's the last one before the end of the act. Now we're gonna get the thrusters. Again, not a good idea to be standing in the way of those thrusters when they go off. Just to say, not that you'll get blown away or anything, but you'll get burned to a crisp. Oh yeah, and those propellers, I don't think they hurt. But then again, I'm not about to find out. I think certain propellers will, but some won't. Some will hit you, some won't. Look at that, I'm running on the ceiling, and another flipping dash pad. I'm sick to the sight of them. I tried to use these guys as a homing chain to boost up the score, but I couldn't because when it was going down. Oh, here's another Bubbles homing chain. There's one with spikes, but he rarely gets the spikes out. Oh, this section. Duck! Duck! Now you have to use the flying combo quickly because there's 3 jets you have to get past. And I believe this is the last wall running section. Oh, look at that, 2 dash pads. Here we go, last section. To get the red ring, you're gonna have to run off an edge at a certain point. There it is there. You're gonna have to run off it. But look at that. Yeah, slow down there because I'm not wanting to miss this. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Special stage number 7. We're going for the last Chaos Emerald. And hopefully get the good ending. So yeah. And obviously I haven't jumped past it, so that must mean I get it. So now here we go. Now you're gonna see why I had trouble the first time I went across this. Look, it's the tether system. Remember when I said you were gonna love it? This is the zone why I said you were gonna love it. Cause they throw a bunch at you. Now don't get me wrong, I imagine it's probably easier when you do have a buddy to help you out. But I didn't. I was playing this on my own. But see, I got through the first part a-okay. It's the next couple of parts. See, look at that. I have to get 350 rings. I haven't even got 200 rings yet. So this is why you have to do the combo. You have to make sure you get as many rings as you can through this next section. And also, it has this certain section coming up. I just took a hit to try. I think I took a hit just to try and get those rings. But I think my favourite section is coming up here. Yes, it is. Hold boost and hold right. Hold left, I meant. Boost and hold left. You'll run through all of those rings. Try and make sure you move left and make sure Tails has that bit of delay to gather the most rings. Luckily, I don't have as big a total to get to in the third act, but it's the hardest one to try and get to because of this section. I have to use the tether system and get these rings at once. Oh joy. Luckily, I believe I've got this section. See, look, I didn't get that one there. That's how precise I have to be. Oh, and how about that one? There, so that one's possible with a that one's possible on your own. Oh, I didn't hold my boost, so I just missed that one ring. So here we go. I have to make sure I get this. Oh, timer's running out. But I got it somehow. I somehow managed to get the total. And ladies and gentlemen, that is that. All of the special stages are done and dusted. So that means we now have all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and you know what that means. Acquired a Chaos Emerald. That should say we acquired all Chaos Emeralds. So what do we get for getting all 7 Chaos Emeralds? Same as episode 1, we can transform into Super Sonic and transform by collecting 50 rings and pressing the Y button. Doesn't matter if you jump or are on the ground, if you hit the Y button with 50 rings, you'll turn into Super Sonic. Oh, by the way, jump as soon as you're able to, so you can get this life up here. And if you do that, the platform down below you despawns. Now this is my favourite theme of the game. Yeah, this is my favourite. I quite like it. And they bring back the Loopy-Loos from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you know, Death Egg Zone, remember? You know, I try and be smart. I was being smart and hiding underneath the platforms away from the jets. Although this part, you're gonna have to be patient and try not to rush through. I like the sunset feature in the background. But here we go, another loopy-loo. Whee! Oh, and straight into another one. Whee! Oh, that was underwhelming. Oh, look at that! Straight towards another one. Whee! That as well was underwhelming. Oh, look at that! We're off to another one. Whee! That was a little better, but look how many I went through. I went through 4 loopy-loos in a row. Do they want me to play their game? And look at that, just because I go for a 5th one. This one is a shortcut though. Well, I think it is because we're going backwards and then we're going forwards. It's one of the quicker ways. All this part. My tip is use your air dash. If you're nervous the tail's tiring out before you get there, use the air dash and try and push and try and dash your way over the pit as far as possible. I didn't use it there because we had those thrusters. But the air dash in this section is your friend. Use that air dash to get you further without using the tail flight combo. That way, tails won't tire out quick. Tails won't tire out before you get there. God, I'm having a right old nightmare with these clucks. Really annoying, aren't they? They're annoying in Wing Fortress Zone and they're annoying here. Look at that, another loopy-loo. Again, these guys want me to play their game? Oh yeah, of course. Should mention this: the Sonic Rush gimmick. It's in Sonic 4 Episode 1 as well. The more you get hit, the more the rings are gonna scatter about. You look at that. I get that red ring. Because you time it right. Oi! I just got there before Tails tired out. And there's a bottomless pit under there, so be careful as we land on these Q-bot platforms. Yeah, I think that's their only reference to Orbot and Q-bot is you have Q-bot platforms in this game. And we got the rolling combo, so you need to use the rolling combo, and away we go. And that's that. Act 3's done. We're now heading towards the boss fight, which shouldn't take too long since we're only 3 minutes left in gameplay footage. So, what's this boss fight? Well, it involves Metal Sonic. Showdown in the skies. We're aboard the tornado and we're fighting him in that ship he had in Act 1. It's been repaired and it's sporting some other weapons, like a big laser. And don't worry, if the tornado gets hit by those lasers, it'll recoil, but it won't get hurt. You won't get hurt by the laser. Well, you will get hurt by the laser if you get hit by the laser. If Sonic gets hit by the laser. Hey, look at that. Running in place in the whirly feet just to keep up. Now this is what he's going to do. Instead of the energy orbs, well, here we go, we're going to use Super Sonic. He now has these lasers, which are annoying to dodge. Like that, they stun Super Sonic. And also, Super Sonic in boss fights, double the damage. And you heard how many times I hit him there. Also, I can't hit him when he's down there. But because I don't know how many times I managed to hit him there. But each time I hit him, it counts as 2 hits. And it's the same for every boss fight. Double the damage. You do everything you hit. So, Super Sonic. So normal Sonic times 1 damage. Super Sonic times 2 damage. Rolling combo times 3 damage. And we're now in the next section. He'll fire the laser at you, and he'll fire a whole bunch of his enemies at you. Now, in the last section, you hit him twice, and the ship he starts firing these whole bunch of missiles start heading towards you. Luckily, you have these arrows to tell you where the things are coming from, and you have to do the aileron roll right into Metal Sonic, and then his ship crashes and Metal Sonic flies off. And just like that, I have pathetically defeated Metal Sonic using Super Sonic. And because of that ship, I believe what that ship does is it crashes in the Wing Fortress Zone and it starts to blow. It's into Sky Fortress Zone and it starts to blow up. And Sonic and Tails decide, oh, you know what would be a good idea? Jump off this perfectly fine plane, jump onto the exploding Sky Fortress, and well, we had to save this animal capsule, but surely there was a better way around it. So, that's the boss fight for Sky Fortress, and that's part 4 over and done with as well. So join me in the next part where we're gonna take the fight to Eggman and we're gonna end the Sonic 4 saga. So yeah, I'm the Autistic Gamer. I'll see you all for part 5. The final part, well, in quotes there, final part of Sonic 4 episode 5. See you then.